Hello, Michelle. How are you going today?
Hey, Ryan. Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, great. Thank you. So wonderful to see you today. And I'm super excited to chat to you about your Born to Love Life experience.
Me
Um,
too.
yeah, so you've just completed it. How do you feel? How's the last 4 weeks been for you? And maybe you could give us an idea of how the experience has been, and then maybe also what was it like when you like before the journey, and what's kind of like manifesting now as the highlights or the improvements or benefits.
It has been a huge journey for me. The 4 weeks has been absolutely incredible, I guess, is the easiest way I can put it, Ryan. My life 4 weeks ago compared to my life now, there is so much change. It's not funny. What I have moved over the last 4 weeks, I can't even put into words, really. It's really difficult to explain how much I feel differently, how my thoughts are different, how where I want to go is completely different. Like, it's almost been a total transformation, like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon.
Oh wow, that's well. Thanks for that. That's been wonderful. And what do you feel have been the let's talk about what's been your favorite parts of the journey that have really um, stood out for you, that have contributed towards the experience that you're having now and the changes that you're having or had.
Gee, I mean, have we got all day? Like, apart from the fact that I loved every single moment of it, you've got the different stages or the different pieces that pull it all together. So, example, the movements. Now, last time I did the movements, I got through about the first week and a half, and that was it. This time I've gone through and I have really enjoyed them, and I have really felt them awakening my chakra, making me feel amazing. So the movements for me this time has been just incredible. I think because I was injured last time, it made it really difficult for me.
Mm.
But I have certainly felt differences in the hip problems that I have. So there's so many ways that the movements have helped me. The lessons from Fane are just amazing. And, you know, simple things that we can do in our life to improve. For example, just adding lemon juice and salt. Like, I add lemon to my water, but never thought about the alkalization with the Himalayan rock salt. So that's the first thing I went out and bought. And then I said to my mum, "Oh, you can do this." And she was like, "Oh, I can put that in my turmeric mixture, a bit of Himalayan salt." And it was like, wow, simple stuff. So I actually learned a lot from the videos that he showed, which was terrific. Um, and then, of course, we've got my favourite, the I Ching and doing the divinations. Like, I just love that, as you know. And, the alchemy and all the things that being an I Ching practitioner, teaches you to do. And that was amazing for you to be able to show people about what is out there, what is available, what you can do. So, your clearing statements, etc. Awesome. I just thought it was amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that's really, 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 really great. And just for those listening at home, we have a focus on Neigong movements, which is there's 8 elements and there's a movement per chakra, and they're all corrective exercise. They're designed, the concept and the idea is designed by me and the maps, but there's only one person that I know in the world that could, and literally just one person, there's no other, is Fane Harvey. And he's dear kung fu brother I lived in the mountains of China with. He's one of the most disciplined people I know. And he's the only person who could bring, I've been working with people for so long, taught thousands of people Qigong, and this is the most grounded course and teaching that I get. Like, so even if people want to go higher now, I know once they come through Born to Love Life, even though some people that might just be what they love and they just do that and they go, wow, that's it. But if people want to go higher, it just feels really, really good. So, but there's, in case people are wondering about the lemon and the water and the salt, there's a way that we can be hydrated intracellularly and extracellularly. And most people have no idea about that whatsoever. And there's actually a really simple way to do that. And I can't remember whether it's intracellular or extracellularly that drinking water with a pinch of salt does it. And Vane goes deep into that, what salts not to use. He recommended Celtic salt and Himalayan salt. And but yeah, there's a whole deep lecture. So one of the core aspects of the Born to Love Life was 5 of them, but the very first one is inspired psychology. So when it comes to doing the work, doing the movements, and doing the alchemy, doing all the things, there's actually a really clear understanding as to why we do them and how it actually works, because that actually really inspires us to get on the path. So I just wanted to share that, Michelle, in case someone's listening, like, oh, what are they talking about? Or is it a health program, or is it not a health program?
There's so many benefits, Ryan.
Yeah,
it can be health, it can be emotions, it can be limiting beliefs. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's just the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, and what really inspired you to do Born to Love Life? What was it that had you convinced that I'm doing this course?
I think I was at a point in my life where I knew I needed to move forward, but I knew I also had energy blockages, and I didn't know which pathway to choose, or even to find the right pathway, Ryan. So a lot of things had happened in my life coming up to the start of this, and it was like it felt right. It's like, okay, I am nearly 60 and I am about to start life again. So, let's love life. And I think this has helped.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, wonderful.
I did want to say to you though that my most favorite part of the course was the final night, and what you took us through last night. I just thought was absolutely incredible. I loved it.
Wow. Okay, cool. What stood out for you there? I'd love to hear, because it's always nice to know.
I guess doing the standing up as a group and doing the movements and the breathing with you and the focus, and I don't know, it just felt wonderful.
Yeah, there's a beautiful. We focus a lot. There's 3 principles of the embodied I Ching, and Born to Love Life is the 4-week transformation before people go into practitioner training. And the 3 principles of the embodied I Ching that are really a big part of the work is integration, synthesis, and simplicity. So coming to the very last call, we go through a journey of the 8 elements, and we look at integration, synthesis, and a simple way to take our focus out into the world. So yeah, it's a beautiful call that we could chat about for another 10 minutes or something. In terms of the elements, did you have a favorite element? And what would you say to people about working with the 8 elements if they have no idea of what that actually even means?
Favorite element. Well, thunder just rocks my socks and starts to break away everything, and then fire comes in and literally lights me up and goes whoosh, let's get rid of all the crap. And then the beautiful water comes along and just carries it all away. And then you get mountain was difficult for me. I've always found mountain energy difficult, but this time I struggled through it. And then you get to beautiful earth, and you just start to feel the wonder and just the glorious energy. And then heaven and wind, like when you get to wind, it's like those last little bits that you just can't crack, and it's there and you want to move it and it will not move. Wind will do it for you every time.
Wow, you gave a really great transmission of the journey, Michelle. That's really wonderful. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, cool. Is there a message that you would love to people who are on the fence or thinking about doing Born to Love Life?
Yeah.
What would you tell them if they were interested, or if they were on the fence or something like that?
Look, it's never too late to move forward. as I said before, I'm 59, I'll be 60 in a couple of months. And it's like, I'm still working. Well, I just quit my job at the beginning of this. So it was like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What does life hold for me? And to actually do this, to start to get some clarity. I guess the biggest example for me, and Ryan, because you do know me, you know that I'm a giver, and I give my soul to everybody. I help. I'm a carer. That's been part of my job. But as a receiver, I am absolutely lousy. I've never really let that come into my life. I'm always doing stuff for others. I've never actually really received anything just for me. I mean, I have, but it's been a bit of a struggle. And this has really shifted that for me, in that I was able to have someone come into my life and actually do a week's work of gardening and helping me just because they could, without expecting anything from me in return. And to me, that was one of the biggest outcomes from this journey, is I can do this and feel good about it, not guilty that somebody is helping me, And there's many things in our life like that. That's just one example. I have 25 of them, you know what I mean? But there are many things in our life that you just think it's not quite right, and I want to change this. And with doing the movements, doing the alchemy, doing everything that you've put together in this package, it can help you get to where you want to be. And it's so wonderful and light, like the energy is so beautiful, and it's not confronting. And I think some people get a bit scared about that, with energy and how it's going to make them feel. And because the elements are just so wonderful, and the clearing of your chakras, oh my goodness, how good does that make you feel?
Yeah.
So,
It is very gentle.
it's very powerful. And once I got my root chakra cleared, I had some light bulb moments, and it was like ta-ting, and my brain started going, and then it just went and it's like, wow, oh my goodness, I can feel that my root chakra has been unlocked. And my heart chakra, oh my goodness, the difference that has made in decisions that I am making currently in my life, out of this world. It's hard to explain and put into words.
I think you're doing a really wonderful. Yeah, I really am. You're inspiring me, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna sit back and receive, and I really love the balance that it's brought to your life, and not just a passive sense of balance, the vitality and energy to even just to receive, and we can't, and to feel like that energy can flow back in. That's a really
Mm.
profound uh, healing or transformation or activation. Yeah, so I'm really, really looking forward, um, yeah, to your journey, your Born to Love Life journey, and where it gets to take you now, Michelle. And for people that have maybe never done an online journey before,
Mm.
um, what would you say to them? Because that can be sometimes a real mental roadblock if someone hasn't decided to join a group or they don't know. And we had a few people that we've never met ever before in the group. And what would you say to people that you know, are unsure about the online part? Like, how would you explain? What would your bit of advice be to people that are maybe like, oh, I'd like to do it, but they're unsure if they're going to
Mm.
receive online or if it's going to work for them, if it's online and things like that.
I have no problems with online. It works perfectly for me. I think it's ideal, because you can sit in your own comfortable space and take in what you need to. The great thing about it is, if you can't make it, or you have a family distraction, like the kids need to be put to bed or whatever, because we all have lives, and sometimes it's difficult to sit there for 2 to 3 hours and be able to listen to a course. It's recorded, so you can go back and listen to it in your own time to be able to take it in. If you feel self-conscious, you can turn your video off and sit there and listen, but not be worried that people are seeing you scratching your face or having a cup of tea, or eating your dinner while you're online. It is it is so easy. It's so relaxed. And I mean, you're such a great teacher and a great host, and you make everybody feel at ease. So I can only recommend it because I think it's a great way to share this modality. And I think it's a way that we can access people all across the world and get the message out there.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. Um, is there any other thoughts or any other things that you'd like to mention, Michelle? I'm really, it's great. It's the first time live hearing about your journey, so I'm like,
Mm.
how good's that? Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
was just looking through the summary. Oh, my cats have loved it too. Okay, I don't know if you realise this, but my cats love energy healing, and whenever our calls are on, they're either on the table, on my feet, or close by. It's just amazing.
I seen your
Um,
cat last night.
yeah, it came up in front of my face. um, okay, let's have a look. I just made some notes last night. I'll just lean over here. I'll be out of the thing for a tick.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I'll have to
Um,
put this in.
okay, I guess going back to you talked about the reasons why I wanted to improve my life. I wanted to improve my health. I wanted to get more out of life because I felt that something was missing and I'm still unfulfilled. And I want to be able to follow my soul's purpose and achieve what I'm meant to achieve here. And I think doing, Born to Love Life is helping me on that pathway, taking out the blockages and helping me start to, I guess, get some clarity in relation to the different things that I'm thinking about and where I need to go. So, I know that I'm going to achieve better health options. I'm going to love what is coming up ahead of me in my life. And it is a whole new life for me. Like at my age, I've just quit my job. So I'm about to start a new journey, and instead of being scared and frightened and wondering what the hell is in store for me, I'm like, bring it on, universe. Let's go. Let's see what comes up, because all those blockages have been cleared now. So stuff is going to just appear. So talk to me in 3 months' time and it'll be like, wow, oh, Michelle, look what you're doing now.
Yeah, get it.
So, there's so many benefits in all avenues of your life, Ryan.
Thank you, Michelle. It's been really, 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 really wonderful. And yeah, I feel the transformation that you've had from when you were coming in. Is there anything that maybe we weren't clear on in terms of, because it sounds like just as you started, quit the job, and it's been a perfect way of, self-care and transformation
Mm.
to support you into the next stage of your of your life path. And you were saying that you would have felt like anxiety or freaked out or wondering what I should do rather than feeling connected, upright and in flow.
Mm.
Yeah, was there anything, you said there's some stuff on the hips, but was there anything like the Michelle who was before this moment and Michelle that we're seeing now? Is there anything that you could tell the audience about the differences between the older Michelle versus the Michelle that we see today?
I'm inspired. I have energy. I started walking again. It's been over a year. I'm loving the exercises and the movements, and I'll call them movements, not exercises, really. And I'm going to continue those because I just feel that they're helping me so much. And even with stress levels and whatever, to just be able to muscle test and see what my body needs. And I think that's probably the biggest change that I'll be making is I'll actually be muscle testing and seeing what my body needs and what my body wants and what I need to do to change my health. And I think, again, in 3 months' time, there's going to be a huge transition. I can already feel it. I don't want to give too much away, but, things are happening. And I feel like my health will be so much better in the next 3 months. And I attribute that to Born to Love Life, because that's what I want to do. I want to love my life. I want to live my life, and I want to make the most of it.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. You get me in a trance where I just feel empty and clear, and, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, though, it's just wonderful to hear your journey, and really, yeah, really, really appreciate it and take it in. Um, I I think that's all. Yeah. So, is there a message from your heart to the world now, around what you've got to say to the world in terms of, your transmission on, or your message for living the life you're born to love to live? Is there something there that you'd like to share from your heart?
From my heart to yours, do this course, do Born to Love Life, and then think about where else you're going to go from there to the next stages. Because once you have come across these beautiful energies, it will change your life, and it's easy and it's incredible, and it's really important for your future. So just do it. Take that step, have a go, reach out into the unknown, be brave, and be part of this wonderful new community that is starting to be established.
Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. That's really, really sweet. It's been a pleasure chatting to you, and, yeah, I'm looking forward to, hearing more about your journey and your growth and your progression, and yeah, it's been really, really wonderful. Thank you for sharing so many, um, yeah, beautiful energy and about your journey. It's been wonderful. When we jump onto these calls, I'm not even sure, like I'm learning, and it's so wonderful to hear that the impact that it's had, and, yeah, may it continue. And I feel, um, oh, there's one more question that I would like to ask. Do you
Yeah.
feel now that you've completed the 4 weeks that that this is something that you can now implement into your life, like, but that feels kind of like natural and, even more instinctual now. Like, it doesn't feel like, like at the beginning of the course can be like the
Struggle.
hardest. Yeah, you're like, someone said go do this, and it just feels like it's the biggest. It's so hard to do. But how do you feel after this course? Do you feel like this is something that, you can, maintain and do in a way that serves you?
If I said hell yes, absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, when you're saying the muscle testing, the movement part, I could really feel that that's something that you're going to carry away and take away. But there's all those little pieces that sort of integrate into our span of life, and then plus once we've gone through it, we meet friends and people that are, on the same journey, which makes it a lot, stronger to bring those parts of our own soul out and strengthen that in community, which is really, really, really cool. Um, Wonderful.
See?
Ah, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome. Well, that's everything, Michelle. Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, thank you, Ryan. It's been an amazing journey. You've done a fabulous job, and I have really enjoyed it. It's been incredible.
Awesome. I'll pass on. The team will watch it, but I'll pass on the regards to the team.
Please do. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Michelle. Have a wonderful day. I'll chat to you soon.
Okay. See you, Ryan.
Bye for now.